This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 6th of October. I'm Michael Groff. A dry and warm weekend ahead, but signs of a cooling trend for the early part of next week. Do we have any rain on the horizon at all? Anytime? Is it ever going to rain again? Well, let's see if we can find some answers as we look outside this morning just after 8 o'clock. Sunny skies in the valley right now, 73 degrees in Sky Harbor, dew points at 41, humidity 31%. The winds are calm and the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, 52 at Fort McDowell, 60 in Maricopa, 61 in Avondale and Glendale. The warmest spots in the deserts in the low 70s. Looking at the water vapor satellite view, troughing north of the state. High pressure across the east and the flow aloft turning westerly. Here's the watch warning map. Hurricane watches and tropical storm watches along the Gulf Coast in association with Tropical Storm Nate, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Some flash flood watches across the Corn Belt. On the severe weather outlook, we've got an enhanced risk of severe storms, parts of Kansas and the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. Some tornadoes possible there. The standard slight risk for many of the adjacent states and a marginal risk surrounding that. Here we go with the latest on Tropical Storm Nate, still located over the Western Caribbean. This storm is already responsible for more than 20 deaths across Central America. So this is not a storm to be taken lightly, even though it does not appear to be a significant storm just yet. But continued movement toward the northwest is expected throughout the day today and into tomorrow. It'll move over the open Gulf. The Hurricane Center expects this storm to become a minimal hurricane as it approaches the Gulf Coast tomorrow night. Still, there's some question about that. The conditions over the northern Gulf are not necessarily favorable for rapid intensification, but these Gulf storms, that can be very tricky. We have to watch them very carefully, and we'll do that. Meanwhile, around our area, rainfall for the next 7 days, nothing. Not a drop across the entire state. We'll talk about why that is as we check the models right now. We'll go to the GFS. Here's the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. Troughing passes to our north and east. The flow aloft turns west and northwesterly throughout the afternoon. And it'll just be a sunny and warm day down here at the surface. Highs in the upper 90s. The warmest desert spots get to 100. The official high here in the valley, the forecast high, 98 degrees. And look, we could still hit 100. We will see. Tonight, clear. Lows mainly in the 60s to low 70s. And then tomorrow, sunny, highs still 95 to 98. Sunday, we'll say 93 to 96 with mostly sunny skies. And another trough begins to dig into the Intermountain West. And on Monday, that passes to our north and east. The base of the trough clips through the Four Corners region. Some breezy conditions around here. This does not appear to be quite as deep a trough as initially advertised. So high temperatures may back off just a bit, but the guidance is now showing highs in the upper 80s, and that seems about right for Monday and Tuesday. Those overnight lows will drop a little bit further into the mid-50s to low 60s. So we go out toward Wednesday, looking at mostly sunny skies, but a little bit of moisture. May try to start to sneak up toward northwest Mexico, and by Thursday, you see that creeping into southeast Arizona. High temperatures during this time, likely in the low 90s. But no chances of rain here in the valley, and only a very, very small chance that we'll see anything along the international border. Let's go out to a week from today. This is Friday, the 13th of October. Ridging over the east, troughing digging in across the Pacific Northwest. We are under dry west and southwesterly flow. High temperatures again, low 90s. Same thing for Saturday, the 14th. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Sunday, the 15th of October, troughing to our north. But around here, it's just dry, westerly flow. Hardly any clouds to speak of, let alone chances of rain. Highs mostly in the lower 90s. Let's check temperatures coming off of the GFS ensemble through the period. A warm weekend ahead. We'll back highs into the upper 80s to about 90 or so for the early part of next week. And then not looking too bad as we go through much of mid-October, and maybe some highs down in the 80s, lows in the 60s, maybe even some upper 50s. That looks pretty good. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you like our videos, subscribe to us so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notification. Be safe out there. Have a great Friday.